the reality is the numbers have been run, and we know without a shadow of a doubt that at the very minimum, $1 invested in the right retrofits or controls on a property saves at least at a minimum 6 in recovery cost, right? And then if you can do these types of retrofits and then get insurance as well, so you're insurable and you're not having to pay for, an insurer of last resort that is insanely expensive, well, then you're in a really good position. And so we're trying to give people advice on those things that they can do to help maintain their insurability.
Elise, I have a kind of annoying question here, but if we make it so that people who are very proactive about fire, hardening their house from either fire or flooding or whatever, can be insured on a single house basis, and is that going to leave a lot of homeowners who may not be able to harden their homes out in the cold, essentially, because they'll become uninsurable because the risk pool will be narrowed from a neighborhood size to an individual home? What's the other side of the good news that we can have more information, I guess?
Yeah. Okay. So there's a few aspects of that. One is actually something that we are seeing is interest from communities themselves, so from HOAs, local and regional governments who actually want to take a community-wide approach to risk reduction. And so the idea here is that, when you can harden multiple homes in a neighborhood, you can actually improve the survivability of the entire neighborhood. And we also see from a behavioral lens, when one person in a neighborhood starts to take action, it does spread. I was going to say like wildfire. It's a wrong pun. But it does. There is a contagion, in a certain
like
aspect of.
There's all kinds of
These
bad
are
analogies we can
terrible
make here.
analogies.
Terrible
You'd be
analogies.
surprised how
There were
like a
other ones I
smile.
could have used that would have been even worse, Alex. But
Yeah.
in some ways, those homes at least become a firewall. And there would be an argument in my mind, Alex, to even make the disparity between the safe homes and the unsafe ones even greater.
To incentivize.
To incentivize it, because if, let's say, we lived in a 1,000 home planned community, that entire community could save the 3 communities next to it. When the embers start flying, they just a natural blockage. And you might look at it in a community and the floral arrangements and the parks and everything and the structures that are not homes, those are kind of a tragedy of the commons. Like, who's going to change those? But you could say, you know what, these trees are no bueno. There are some trees in California that are literally like, I mean, you could put Duraflame logs around your house and it would be more fire resistant than some of these, like are they the palm fronds? What are the things that fall off of the palm trees? These giant things. I don't know what they're called.
The front,
palm somethings. Anyway,
and those light up like tinder.
Oh my God. And then they break off and they fly literally like a missile and land on somebody's roof. And then that person's got, a shake roof, and okay, it's game on now. So we're here for a little office hours. How's the company going? Is there anything we can help with?
I love that question. Thank you. Yeah, things are going well. We're working with a handful of insurers that are helping feed into our product development, which is very exciting. My question there's a couple things. One is actually an offer that I'm going to make, which is for any insurers, brokers, and even homeowners who might be listening to this. Who are really interested in figuring out how to protect their home and understand their risk. We're currently working with some partners in California, and essentially, if there are people who would like to get an early version test of their property, contact me at Elise@10xai.com. That's at TNAXAI.com. And I'd be happy to put you in the queue for some of that.
Great. So we need some vanguard here. We need some early adopters who want to get early access. So great. Let's get some of those going.